That's right, broadcasting like nobody is listening. This is the Mike's Villa Radio program for a Saturday night here on the Blog Talk Radio Network. And yes, it's been a long time since I've had a show here. And before we get started here, I want to just share a little bit of what happened to me here today. I want to give a big shout out. I know she's listening out there. I know she's listening. Big shout out to my grandma-in-law, I guess. My wife's grandmother, who celebrated her 96th birthday. Today we went up to see her, and the family got to see her, and just a fascinating story. For people who don't know me, but my family came over from the Philippines, and all our immediate family is here. But the experience of having grandparents was something that was foreign to me until I met my wife, and got to experience the extended family experience, especially at holidays and Christmas and all that stuff, getting to meet all kinds of aunts and uncles and cousins and all of that out there. Grandma, the grandma experience was something that's was very unique to me, that I got to talk with my wife a lot about, because got to ask her a lot of questions, and because I never had that type of experience before. And my wife and I have been married almost 20 years now, I think, and going through the years and working through all kind of family struggles, as far as having family members in the area where we live, and all of those struggles has been a unique type of experience for me. And today was one of those unique type experiences. We got to celebrate the birthday of someone I've known for a long time, who I've gotten to know, who's gotten to know me. And in my medical practice, I have patients in their 90s. I've had patients almost reach the age of 100, and I know what it is to take care of those type of patients. I don't know what it is to interact with family who have family members who are of that age. But my kind of grandma-in-law today got to experience that up close, and to see the concerns that my wife and her family have for grandma today, who still lives independently, if you can believe that. Still lives in her own house, and she's still pretty independent. And I talked to grandma today about her doctor's visits that she's had, and the medications that she's on. And I'm glad that I could have. I'm glad I did. Was a resource to her in answering questions about her doctor's visit, and about her medications, and about staying as independent as she can out there these days. Just an amazing person, and my wife's family. They're just amazing people that I have been blessed to get to know in the past few years. So that was kind of the highlight of the day, kind of seeing grandma just getting along there. And we took a lot of pictures. And for those of you who are friends with my wife on Facebook, you probably have seen those pictures already. And just a very cool and unique experience for me today. Other things, got to see some of our my wife and I's old stomping grounds, because grandma lives where we used to live, and I got to see drive around and see some of that. There are still some leaves that are out there, even though it feels like winter out there. So it was nice kind of just driving around there. And I got to see my parents today. And shout out to my parents because I know they're listening to the show here this evening. It's always great seeing them, and we're getting ready for the next holiday here, which people think is Thanksgiving, but it's actually my father's birthday, which is right around that time. So maybe I'll share some of that experience with all of you out there if anybody's listening to this show anymore. And other things that are going on, just to kind of update everybody, I have gotten a lot of new fans to my internet and social media presence out there because of my hospital, Salem Regional Medical Center. Shout out to them. Go to Salem HOSP SALEMHOSP.com. To check out our regional medical center, and they did a write-up about me, about my social media career, and thank you so much for the hospital for doing that. I've gotten a lot of great feedback from the community and from people at the hospital about that, and I want to thank the hospital for that very nice write-up about me. And I hope to continue this social media work as well, telling the story of family medicine, telling my story, and maybe sharing some of the stories of the community here, especially with my fans across the country and around the world. So it is a great time to be a physician. It is a great time to be here in little Salem, Ohio, as we journey onward in our in what we do in the community here. Another update, which people have been very excited about, I'm very excited about it too, is I'll be talking in January 2015 at TEDx Youngstown. And anybody who listens to the show probably is familiar with TED and TEDx. TEDx is kind of the minor leagues for the TED Talks. And I have been sharing some of my TEDx experience on my Twitter and Facebook feeds, but to let everybody out there know that TEDx Youngstown will be in January 2015. You can go to TEDxYoungstown.com. And I've been preparing my talk. Of course, it's going to be about social media and medicine. And you can get more information at TEDxYoungstown.com and get more information about that. Just been feverishly trying to prepare my 12 minutes. I've gotten 12 minutes on the stage at TEDx Youngstown to share my story and to get people excited about social media and medicine. And one more update from my standpoint. I want to talk a little bit about the conference that I was at last month in Washington, D.C. for our specialty, the American Academy of Family Physicians, their annual conference. And I'll be sharing more about that during the course of this show as I get back going. I was one of their social media ambassadors, which was very cool because we got to get backstage to talk to a lot of the main stage speakers. Probably well, I mean, they're all kind of cool experiences, but one cool experience that I'll share with all of you now is got to meet Dr. Kent Brantley, who was the very first physician from the United States who was diagnosed and treated for the Ebola virus. And people remember his story probably from the summertime. He was brought back to Atlanta to Emory University for treatment. And following his successful treatment, he donated some of his blood, donated some of his plasma to some of the other victims who were infected with the Ebola virus, and got to spend some time with him. I haven't had a chance to share some of those pictures and to write about it on the blog, but I hope to do that in the next few weeks because my work schedule has just been crazy busy. But I'm hoping to share some of that with all of you as well. So that's kind of the Mike Savella update. Uh, as of this time. So I will take a break, and then I will share some of the news stories that are I think are important, or I think are interesting, from the past week. So you're listening to the Mike Savella radio program here on the Blog Talk Radio Network on a Saturday night here, and we will be right back after this.